Hi, it's Mallory Strothheide, your favorite loan officer in Michigan, and I am here to teach you everything about mortgages. So, for those of you that don't know me, I have been a licensed loan officer since May of 2009. I went to Aquinas College in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and played softball there. I was a business and communications dual major, and I was looking for a job in sales, marketing, and communications. In 2009, the job market was terrible. The housing market had just crashed and there were no jobs anywhere. So I was putting out applications, trying to make connections, and a local mortgage company had reached out to me. And in my interview, I'm like, oh, I could totally do staffing. I could totally hire people and place people at companies. This would be really fun. And the lady kind of laughed. She's like, no, we're not hiring. It's a mortgage company. What do you know about mortgages? How do you feel about being 100% commission? And I was like, well, I know nothing about mortgages at all. My parents hadn't had a mortgage in quite some time. And I don't even know what it means to be 100% commission. And she's like, well, you can make as much as you want, but you also can make no money. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm already broke. So as long as I'm making some money, it's better than nothing. So where do I start? I got to get a job. My parents are cutting me off financially. So I started there. I was in a 6-week training program where I was sitting in a classroom and we had a teacher who was teaching us from start to finish everything about mortgages. The goal was that I was going to then take my licensing class, pass it, and then I would become, I'd be a licensed loan officer and I could go on the floor and start taking leads and helping people get pre approved. So I did that. I passed my test. They threw me out onto the floor and I started in sales. For the first 2 years, I was not closing a lot of loans. I was, working, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., cold calling. And it really taught me a lot. It taught me a lot of grit. It taught me a lot of determination. And it taught me that if I can survive that, I can survive anything because it was not easy. I took a little bit of a break in 2013 and I went and did title sales. I was like, I'm burned out. I can't be working, 12-hour days anymore. I want to go do something a little bit different, but still in the same industry. I did that. I loved it. I had so much fun. But I was meeting with other loan officers and I was like, gosh, like they're doing this. And like, I was a good loan officer. Why am I not doing this? So I realized then that it was my true calling, that I really needed to get back into mortgages because I was good at it and because I truly did love it and had a passion for helping people. So I got back into it in 2015. It was, again, not a great time for me to get back in and switched back to a 100% commission job. I left a salaried position. My husband and I were getting married in July. I had started back in April. So, we were getting married just a couple of months after I had started this new career in a sense. But I was like, you know what? It's now or never. And we're going to do this. So I did it. I took the jump. Again, it took me some time. It took me probably 6 months to really start building my business. Previously, at the other mortgage company that I had worked at, they had provided us leads. And so I basically was sitting there answering the phone, taking incoming calls. When I got back into mortgages, I had decided, you know what? I don't want to focus on refinance business. I want to focus on purchases, working with realtors, building relationships, and getting my own business that comes in. I didn't want to be tied to my desk all day. I still wanted to be able to network. So I really focused on building relationships, letting my sphere know what I was doing, social media marketing, and realtor relationships as well. So in 2015 is when I started my true journey as what I feel as being a licensed loan officer and actually going and getting my own business and marketing myself as opposed to taking incoming calls. I really have tried hard to poise myself as the mortgage expert in Michigan. And I've really worked hard on providing education for people. And that's really important because there is a severe lack of education on mortgages and what that looks like. And I think it's really important that when you are going to buy, the biggest financial asset of your life, in most cases, that you know what the process is, that you know what the cost is, that you know what options there are for you. I want to be the person that people come to for that. I want people to ask me questions. I want to be a resource for my friends and my family and other professionals in this industry. So that is ultimately why I am here and why I decided that it was really important to start a YouTube channel. Is I wanted to be the expert. I want to be the person that you come to. If this channel sounds like something that might be of interest to you, please be sure to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Mortgages with Mallory, and be sure to share this video with a friend, family member, or coworker who might be looking to buy a home or refinance their mortgage in the future. Bye.